oh, do you want to have a chit chat chew?
What is a chit chat chew? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing okay and everyone is doing well. Guys, I can't lie, low-key in a little mood because why is it as I was just about to start recording, my other camera definitely died on me. This is why it's always good to have a cheeky little backup, you know what I'm saying? So nothing is going to stop these reviews from coming out every single day, so whatever that was needs to stay exactly where it is. But nonetheless, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. As you know, there's so much to unpick and unpack from that episode. We got a cheeky 1 hour 20 minutes. I know that's right. So as I usually and I always say, if you haven't yet subscribed, of course be sure to, but please get cozy and comfortable with your heart, Abigail, and your snacks, and I really hope you enjoy the rest of this review. Alright, so let's start off with the beginning, okay? Because I'm not gonna lie, the beginning scenes were not given for me. Way too many waterworks. Why was Mary crying? Why was Abigail crying? I mean, and I think it just also goes to show how much the producers are keeping a lot of footage from us, because who would have known that Mary and Dale had such a connection in the villa? Like, I actually don't understand why she was crying. It was just the recoupling. Everyone needs to just relax. Abigail crying as well because she felt guilty. I don't really understand why, because she was aware that Mary and Dale did have a connection, because she did speak about it in the episode prior. So I don't really know what was going on. Like, why were they all crying? Didn't give. So moving on to the couples having a chat, I won't really go into this too tough, but of course, as you guys know, in the last episode there was a recoupling, so it was at the end of the day, everyone's just talking, you know, just having little gist here and there. I won't get into all of them, but I'll speak about Millie and Liam. Guys, I'm very much over that whole situation. It is very clear that Millie is going to take him back, but is definitely going to make Liam graft. I'm just kind of over it. I don't really want to give it more time. I'm sorry, I'm just, yeah. And if I heard Liam say another poem, no. So moving on to Jake and Liberty. Did you hear Jake said he loves Liberty back? Did you? Maybe I didn't hear it, because he didn't say that. And this is the thing with Jake, and this is why people just feel like he's playing a game. As much as he did sabotage a lot of the relationships in Castlemore anyway, Liberty told you she loved you quite a while ago now. You haven't seemed to repeat it back, but you had the cheek to say you loved Kaz. What did he say again? Was it that you loved...
No, I said that I love Kaz more than I love you.
Something like that. And then Liberty was just like, oh, did you just say you love me? Like, you can tell this is something she clearly wants to hear. And he was like,
no, like, not yet. Like, I'm going to wait till it's special.
What's so hard about you telling someone that said they loved you that you love them back? I don't actually understand that one. Jake. So still on the topic of Tobias and Chloe, if I'm gonna be very honest with you, I don't think I really care for them as a couple. I have said in my past couple of reviews that I feel like Tobias is extremely entertaining. I do very much love seeing him on our screen. I feel like he's very entertaining, very comical, and he knows how to cause drama without actually being in the drama, which I honestly think is a skill. But he basically decided the following day that he kind of wanted to take things to the next level with Chloe and basically let her know how he's really feeling about her, and he wanted to do that by having a breakfast like meeting or date or whatever with melons and iced coffee. I don't actually understand what everyone's obsession in this villa with was iced coffee. Like, is there no tea? Is there no hot Ribena? Like, what exactly is it giving? Nothing at all. But he did intend to spell Chloe's names with the melons. And, you know, this is what I mean. Like, Tobias is actually just very comical, because he was just like, how do you do E? But Tobias is happy, so yeah. So let's quickly speak about Hugo. And guys, this is literally the last straw. This is the last straw, because even when Hugo was speaking to Teddy, I said, please do not let me know that Hugo plans on friendzoning Amy. Please. But essentially, Hugo was basically telling Teddy that, oh, you know what, like, I feel like since we've got back from Castlemore, you know, things are just a bit different and da-da-da-da. And literally, I just said, please, 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 because Hugo, we're tired at this point. Like, we tried to root for you. You done absolute bitch. You started doing up Gossip Girl. Things just went very messy very quickly. Now Amy has come into the villa. You've coupled up with her and you're having second thoughts. So Hugo ended up going up to Amy and he was just like,
oh, do you want to have a chit chat chew?
What is a chit chat chew? But at this point, I feel like Hugo's time in the villa is very much overdue. I wouldn't mind him jumping on a flight back to the UK, because if it doesn't work out with Amy at this point, it's like now you're actually actively taking up space in that villa. And the villa is very packed right now. There's a lot of people in that villa. So yeah, Hugo just needs to pattern that, if I'm going to be honest with you. That, yeah. Alrighty, so moving on to the challenge. I don't really have much to say about it. I feel like Love Island challenges are also very, very, very questionable, very suspect. Even in terms of, like, you know, the sources, and I don't really like dirt like that too tough anyway. So with all of that and like sourcing their hair and all of that, couldn't be me. There's no way Source is jumping in this weave, so I have to definitely commend Kaz for all of that. Of course, when they did come back, Kaz was having a conversation with Millie about how she felt about Tyler and Clarisse kissing in the challenge. For me personally, that convo didn't give. But in terms of like the whole talk and like feeling jealous and then wanted to make Tyler jealous by getting on the counter and posing sexily was definitely given secondhand embarrassment. Kaz, get off that counter immediately, please, please, and please again. And I just feel like we're gonna get into the whole situation later because, you know, it definitely does get juicy, but I just feel like from that whole situation, like, listen, I understand that you're jealous and all that type of stuff, but you've coupled up with Matthew now, so you need to just crack on with that. Like, literally, even if jealousy comes into your mind, you need to push it to the back of your head, because now you're in a couple with Matthew, and Tyler shouldn't have that much hold over your thoughts and also over your feelings anymore. But yeah, that convo for me personally didn't give, but also at the same time, I understand where she's coming from, because of course she does still have feelings for Tyler, and then to see the guy you still have feelings for kissing another girl for how many minutes just so that they can win a challenge, very triggering. Alrighty, so moving, by the way, the washing machine is on, so you might be able to hear it, so my apologies. But moving on to the Tyler, Kaz and Matthew situation. Definitely giving messy, definitely giving messy. Oh my days, Tyler was back with a denim jacket. I know that jacket is actually quite tight, so whenever he wears that jacket, I know that something is going to go down. But Tobias and Tyler were basically having a chat as to how he feels about Kaz and the fact that Kaz is still very much on his mind. Why everyone decides to go to Tobias for advice till this day, Loki still baffled me. But Tobias was basically speaking about like, oh yeah, like I know what you mean, like I definitely understand what you're talking about and all this different stuff, and basically advised Tyler that, you know what, if Kaz is still very much on your mind, then you need to definitely have that conversation with her. So of course Tyler and Kaz ended up having a conversation, and flirting was on 100. The chemistry is definitely there, which is so annoying. That is what is so annoying, because Tyler did not treat her well and the chemistry is there, but they were having a convo and they were flirting like no other. I did tweet this as well. I do feel like Kaz has been spending quite a lot of time with Chloe, because why was Kaz speaking like that yesterday? I don't actually understand. She was just like,
are you up for the challenge? I know you like a challenge.
I was just thinking, it's giving Chloe. But she did let Tyler know that the door is a little bit open, meaning that, you know, I'm still trying to get on and get to know Matthew, but if you were to come, I guess the door's open, and I guess if the door's a tiny bit open, you can come into the door and you can push the door open, and basically all of that. And you can see that Tyler was getting a bit excited with it. Clarisse was not having it at all. Like, she even took off her shoes. She was like, oh, you wasted my time. I could have been back in the UK. I could have gone home, which is very true. Like, you actually wasted my time, because no one begged you to bring me back to this villa, even though by keeping me on the screen, you know, you're bringing that promotion, you're bringing those brand deals even more. But yeah, it was, yeah, Clarisse did not take that well at all. A lot of people were saying that Clarisse is not used to rejection. I didn't say that, okay? That's what the people are saying. I'm just saying what the people be saying. Clarisse did not take that well at all. Like, I honestly thought she was going to go home when she was walking back inside. I do find it quite interesting why none of the girls actually followed her. Even like everyone was just sitting in their own sections. And if it was someone else, all the girls would have ran up. But I did say this in yesterday's video as well, that, or was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I said it in yesterday's video as well, that I do feel like there is a clear divide between the girls of Castle and the girls of the villa, but I just find it very strange that no one actually followed her to see how she was. But yeah, Clarisse, yeah, she was not happy at all. So moving on to Tyler speaking with Matthew. Sorry, that did not give at all. And this is what I mean. I've been saying this literally from, I think, Castle Moore days. The guys don't give each other good advice. Like, honestly, I don't know why they all come together thinking they're giving each other solid advice. The advice is very weak, and if anything, doesn't even make any sense, because Tyler should not have spoken to Matthew before Kaz had an opportunity to speak to Matthew about the conversation that they had on the terrace. Like, I felt that was completely wrong, and I don't actually understand why the guys advised them to go for a chat. Didn't really make any sense. But yeah, Tyler basically pulled Matthew for a chat and was just like,
oh, you know, like, I just want to let you know what's happening. Like, obviously, like, I spoke to Kaz and she told me, you know, like, the door's a tiny bit open, like, you know, it's just a tiny bit open. But I just want to let you know. I just want to let you know, just so that you know.
I'm just thinking, Tyler, you're a chatty patty. You're actually a chatty patty, because why are you having this conversation with Matthew? I don't know, I just feel like it was very messy, very sabotaging as well. Like, that's not a conversation for you to be having. Let Kaz have had that conversation, and then if you wanted to give you a little 2 pence, you could have that after. Oh yeah, I just want to kind of like let you know like where Kaz's head is at. But are you Kaz? So why are you speaking on Kaz's behalf? As we know, Matthew and Kaz ended up having a conversation after. And as much as I understand that, you know, Matthew did say, you know, like he's basically like, this thing isn't serious, you also need to remember that he's only saying that because he's clocked Kaz's vibe. As much as he may have really liked her, what's the point of getting to know someone who has actively made it known that, oh, my eyes are still on someone else? Like, if someone says, are you going to give 100? You don't say you're going to try and give 100. Just say, yeah, if I really want to get to know you, I'm going to give 100. But Kaz didn't do that, and I definitely feel like that pushed Matthew over the edge. A lot of people are suspecting that he is a Greg 2.0 because he's also from Ireland and Kaz doesn't live in Ireland. So is that relationship even working on the outside? I don't know. But even if that relationship isn't working, I feel like Matthew and Clarisse weren't actually treated with respect in this whole situation, if I'm going to be honest with you. And if Kaz and Tyler always knew that there was always a spark there and the chemistry is really tight and really want to get to know each other, then why did you waste everyone else's time? So yeah, I'm kind of over that whole situation anyway. I feel like Tyler was in the wrong because he definitely did try to sabotage Matthew and Kaz. I think Kaz is in the wrong as well, because you can't couple up with someone and still, oh, I'm a bit jealous, and oh, how does this make me look this, and da-da-da-da-da, and oh, you know what, the door's a bit open. Like, you don't do stuff like that. That's very disrespectful. But Matthew's also in the wrong as well, because Matthew may have been playing a game, but even if he wasn't playing a game, it's just not nice to feel like you've been disrespected. So yeah, I definitely do respect the fact that he did just walk away and just try and calm himself down before he ended up saying anything he was going to regret. But yeah, that's that very messy situation. I'm over it, guys. I'm actually over that situ. They need to sort it out, and if Tyler and Kaz want to be a thing, then they should run off, be happy and be merry, because ain't nobody got time. And lastly, guys, let's get into the dumping. Definitely gave exactly what it needed to give. So those extra 20 minutes that Love Island threw in there tonight, I love. So as you guys know, the public were given the opportunity to vote for their favorite couple yesterday, and those are the lowest votes risked being dumped from the island tonight. In the order that it was actually recited in, Chloe and Toby, like I said, I don't really care for them too tough. Faye and Teddy, which we love. Let's even give a shout out to Faye as well, because guys, Faye changed her lipstick combo. It's beautiful. She changed it. The lip gloss doesn't give as well, but she changed it, and that's all that matters, you know. So I'm happy she's hearing our words. She's definitely seeing it and feeling it in her spirit. Liberty and Jake were saved as well. Kaz and Matthew, I was actually quite happy to hear that, because I didn't know if they would have received enough votes to actually make it or secure their spot in the villa. I do definitely feel like Kaz does need to apologize to Matthew, because I don't feel like he's been treated well in this whole situation. And you guys know I'm definitely Team Kaz, but Team Kaz was making me question my support yesterday. I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, not yesterday, today. But yeah, she was making me question that support some type of way. And I actually won't be surprised if Matthew may have actually liked her, but of course was just turned off or put off because of the whole Tyler situation. So yeah, I definitely need Kaz to apologise to Matthew. Abigail and Dale, I was actually quite surprised that, because who voted for Abigail and Dale? I don't really know. But yeah, they got saved. Millie and Liam also got saved as well, which means that in the bottom three were Hugo and Amy, Tyler and Clarisse, and Sam and Mary. Tonight, the people in the villa are going to have to choose only one girl and one boy to stay in the villa, which means that 4 people are going home. Personally, you really want to hear my thoughts? Personally, I think they need to save Tyler and Mary. Oh, would I say Tyler and Mary? I'm gonna say Tyler and Mary. Hugo can go. Hugo's flight has been pending since episode 2. I think Hugo can go. Clarisse definitely wants to leave that villa, so I think they should definitely send her home. And who's the other guy? Sam. Which is actually quite sad, because I feel like Sam actually is quite a nice guy, and it's almost like he hasn't really been given a chance in the villa. But yeah, I don't feel like it makes sense for them to keep anyone else but Tyler and Mary. Yeah, I think they would save Tyler over Hugo. Well, I hope they'll say Tyler over Hugo. But I'd love to hear in the comment section below, who do you guys think should go home, or who do you guys think should stay? I think, yeah, my vote is for Tyler and Mary to stay. So yeah, guys, that is the end of that review. As we know, it was a lot to uncover. 1 hour 20 minutes. Like, they need to just be giving it back to us daily, because 1 hour is literally just not giving, it's just not cutting. But very, very, very interesting episode. And I guess in tomorrow's episode, we are going to find out who is being saved and who is being dumped from the villa. But I'd love to hear you guys' comments below on what you thought of the episode as well. You know, what do you think of the Kaz situation, the Clarisse situation, the Tyler situation, the Toby situation? Like, just bare different situations going on. But I'd love to hear your comments in the section below. So as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank you so much for your support. If you haven't yet subscribed, don't really know what you're doing, because you're here every day. Why haven't you subscribed? Thank you very much. So if you haven't yet subscribed, of course be sure to. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please do take care, and I shall see you in our next one. Bye.